Her singing and songwriting career has spanned 40 years with popular songs such as Midnight Blue and Don't Cry Out Loud.
I want to sing them right now, but she's here, so. And you can still hear her songs on the radio, and now she's got a new album, Melissa Manchester. We're honored to have her as our guest today before she performs tonight through Saturday at the Colony Hotel in the Royal Room on Palm Beach, a great venue too, as you know. Thanks so much for joining us. You started singing with jingles when you were 15, and you're still doing it, creating a new album that Stevie Wonder wanted to be a part of.
Stevie Wonder, Dave Koz, Dionne Warwick.
So what do you give all your success to? I mean, what's been the secret?
The hunger. I have that soul hunger to keep creating, and it keeps showing up in unusual and magnificent ways. It's not just songwriting and performing, but I'm also an adjunct professor at the University of Southern California.
Oh, how nice.
And I have written composed a new musical that's opening next month in Houston called The Sweet Potato Queens.
You stay busy.
I love being
Well, tell us a little bit about this album. I mean, I love this. The title is You've Gotta Love the Life, and I think you do.
Yes, the life is this unusual version of normal, which is the artist's walk. And I was raised that way. My parents were both artists, and I keep feeling the hunger to express myself, whether it's through songs or performance or writing for theater.
You've got connections with Barry Manilow, Bette Midler, and as I mentioned, Stevie Wonder called you your last appearance in Palm Beach in the middle of the night. I understand.
He did.
So you've stayed with all these guys and these great talents, and you're one of them. How have you all stayed connected through the years?
Well, I mean, part of my appreciation for them is that we have all shared the same time period. We have all journeyed in the same time. And so when I got that phone call in the middle of the night while I was at the Colony, and I don't like getting phone calls in the middle of the night, but it was Stevie Wonder. He said, I'd love to play on your album. Okay, can I get out of bed for a minute?
That's pretty cool.
And he was just magnificent, as was Al Jarreau and all of them. And so the making of the album was thrilling because it was the first album in 10 years of original songs, and it was crowdfunded. And my students at USC taught me how to do that, which was just thrilling and a new world experience. So it was great fun.
We go through the same things here at work also. How about favorite songs? I mean, because, you know, I pointed out Midnight Blue and Don't Cry Out Loud, but there's so many of them. Do you have a favorite? Your favorite may not be ours or fans' favorites.
Well, I have a particular tenderness for Midnight Blue because it was the first, you know, and it really changed my life. But Whenever I Call You Friend, that I wrote with Kenny Loggins, and we do that on stage all the time, and people think, really, you wrote that song? How come you didn't sing it? But it's fine. I just am thrilled about the composition.
And you mentioned earlier, you really haven't reinvented yourself. You haven't tried to do anything really different. You've been really good at this.
In the 80s, when electronics and all that nonsense was showing up, and producers had more toys to play with, I tried it. And the truth is, and You Gotta Love the Life is evidence of that, I just like making music with live musicians. And this was all live, all real players, and when you hear it, it's just thrilling. And I'm thrilled that you played that video for You Gotta Love the Life, because it's like a journey of all the people.
And I love what you're doing.
Yeah, and you're passionate with students and a new play. It's so great.
Yes, thank you.
And we look forward to seeing your performance this weekend, all weekend long, at the Colony Hotel in the Royal Room.
Great.
Thanks for stopping by and sharing some of your time and experiences with us.
Great to meet you.
Thank you. Lovely to be with you. Thanks.